Yeah, that would be dishonorable to me.
It says other than honorable. Maybe it's like a barely
right below,
skirting right by
like a misdemeanor instead of a felony or something like that.
Like
I never knew there was this many. I always thought there's two: honorable, dishonorable.
Yeah.
that's it.
So I have a list here, and I thought you would be a great help clarifying a lot of these things because I've always been curious about it. There's a list of all the different ways you can be discharged from the military.
Oh shit.
Oh, really?
I would like to understand these better.
Yeah.
Because I've always wondered what happens.
no idea.
I didn't know there were so many either. So the first one is
two. I seriously thought there's only two.
Good thing we're going for
Well,
this
there's a
list.
third one, like disability, right?
Oh yeah, disability.
That's technically honorable.
Yeah.
There's like 8 on this list.
Holy shit.
I know someone who got discharged dishonorably.
Oh, I think I know who that is.
Yeah.
Good to know.
He got injured really bad during boot camp, and he like told him like, yo, his legs all fucked up, and then they didn't really take care of him, so he called his buddy to meet him, and he escaped that one by San Diego to go to the hospital.
Oh wow.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, so he basically fleed.
Yeah.
To go to the
Like
hospital.
get his leg treated.
Yeah.
No bueno, no.
Yep, that's an example of a dishonorable, yeah. So number 1, honorable discharge. That's what you guys
Like an A plus.
Yeah. That's best case scenario.
Good job.
But why do they call it discharge though?
because it's sexy.
Yeah.
They should call it like honorable graduation.
Oh, well, that's nice.
And then dishonorable discharge sounds good. It's like you got shitted out of the system.
Like a discharge. You pop the pimple.
Yeah.
So there's another one called general discharge.
Oh.
General discharge, it says here that it means most of your service was okay, but some problems occurred. You ever heard of that?
Why does it sound like a driving
Partying or something?
D plus.
It's issued when a person shows a pattern of minor misconduct or fails to complete the original service contract.
Wow.
So what would that be?
CD student, and just like, okay.
I have never met anyone.
Thing,
Did BuzzFeed write this shit?
military.com.
Do you still get a certificate?
It says you get it if the service member leaves the military for things such as physical readiness failure or parenthood.
Parenthood.
Oh.
Usually you're still entitled to many veteran benefits, but some employers may question you why you got fired.
Like, so you're just like...
Like a pregnant lady in boot camp?
I'm not sure what that means, or parenthood. I don't know.
That sounds like someone got pregnant while in
could
Or you
be.
be a piece of shit parent?
You could also be a dad maybe, and then your wife passed away, and you're in charge of taking care of
have to
the...
like go back.
You can't be deployed or something. I don't know.
Do you know what an OTH is? This is called other than honorable discharge.
Whoa.
These things are really great.
And it's also known as a bad paper discharge.
You didn't file your papers properly.
What military is this? That's interesting.
Yeah, it says it means you got fired from the military for doing something very bad and were probably lucky to escape a court-martial.
That's not dishonorable?
Yeah, that would be dishonorable to me.
It says other than honorable. Maybe it's like a barely
Right below.
skirting right by.
Like a misdemeanor instead of a felony or something like that?
Like
I never knew there was this many. I always thought there's two: honorable, dishonorable.
Yeah.
that's it.
Holy
Keep it simple.
shit.
Wow.
There's sections within the sections.
It says that it could include such things as drug use, fighting, abusive position, or disobeying an order. Veteran benefits are usually not authorized, but you can find it hard to get a good job.
This is probably just like the head honchos in the military. Like they just would hear people do crazy shit, and they'd be like, "Well, what do we categorize this? We have to come up with other than
Yeah.
discharge.
Other than honorable sounds so
This needs
weird, right?
another category." You know?
Wow.
No.
How about a BCD? It ain't the tofu house.
I love that place.
It's a bad conduct discharge. You hear that?
Bat boy.
What's an example of a bad conduct? Like fighting off a base or something?
Well, this one says it's a punitive discharge that can be imposed as punishment by the court-martial for serious offenses. Following a finding of a guilty for a military offense. It almost just sounds like a dishonorable, but it says it can be given if someone exhibits a pattern of convictions for misconduct that indicates they are unfit to serve. So maybe it's like if you keep repeating the same mistake, but that mistake wasn't necessarily massive, but you just did it a lot.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm just getting looks from you the whole time. Like,
What the?
I wish they would put like the dates when they made these.
yeah, they must be old as hell, huh?
Yeah, I'm.
Oh,
Yeah, because this is from actual military.com.
wow. Interesting.
Okay, now we're on dishonorable.
It would be
Okay,
interesting
cool.
to see the stats too of which branches give some of those out.
Yeah, maybe it's like National Guard only.
Because some, well, I don't know, because like maybe some of them are more paperwork heavy. Because also I know like some units, if you're like not squared away, they'll just make your life a living fucking hell until you get squared. So it never even reaches paperwork because they know they don't want to. They're trying not to screw your life over either. Like once you have something hit your like service record book, they don't want to like something continuously affect you. So they almost much rather like, I'm just gonna make your life a living hell until you get your shit together. All right, cool. Like take that as a favor, you know.
Yeah.
Versus me writing you up and then now it's permanently on your shit.
I see.
But then in like a more maybe paperwork heavy unit, they might just be like, I don't mind dealing with him, you know.
Oh yeah.
That happens a lot.
Those admin units would probably be.
Yeah.
I bet you in the infantry for sure. It's just like they'll smoke your ass until you get your shit squared away. If not, then
Yeah, you're carrying 4 machine guns.
Yeah.
And like, you want to get your shit together?
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, I won't do that again.
I'm sorry.
they'll make you fucking do Firewatch like more times than you should do, and make you wax the floor more times than everybody else.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those are actually like a favor to you because it's not on a permanent like
Yeah.
record, you know?
Is Firewatch like when you're on guard all night?
Yeah, you're on guard all night.
Jeez. So the dishonorable, it says here, it's usually when someone commits a felony level offense, either in the military or as a civilian.
Like those Marines that are fighting those kids.
The Marines in San Clemente.
Yeah.
See that?
No.
These Marines said they were on San Clemente Beach, just like enjoying a day off, and that these teenagers were off to the side having a party, shooting fireworks, and then they said one of the fireworks hit one of the Marines, so they went over there to ask the kids, hey, stop shooting fires.
But they had to take his shirt off first.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, and then they end up getting in a kind of like a scuffle with these teens, and then basically it was 9 teens, or actually 40 teens against 3 servicemen. And then later on,
Of them partying together.
footage came out of them actually partying together, and the dudes actually with their shirts off, like play fighting with each other. And then I guess it extended from that situation.
As both a police officer and prior military, if you arrived on that scene, like, how would you process it?
I'd be like, 19, Paul. Turn around and get. No, I'd be like, what the fuck? You like that's the one thing being a cop. Like, you thought you saw it all, but there's calls that are just like, wow, this is fucking. That's like a mind blown call. I don't know. I'll be
What
like,
a story, huh?
yeah.
When cops go back to their patrol car, and they go, "Give me a minute." Is that them like going back to like, what the fuck am I supposed to?
Good.
When they go do?
Yeah. Like, we talked to my partner for a second.
There's also officer discharge. And it says a commissioned officer cannot receive a bad conduct discharge or a dishonorable discharge. For them, the equivalent of a dishonorable discharge is an officer's discharge. Oh. I didn't know that.
What are these for?
I guess it's just to file how different people get kicked out.
So then, like, you can't come back or something? Because when you're done, right? So, like, is the employer going to look at it and be like, I don't know about this?
I mean, I can't even imagine most employers would even know the difference if it's not that common anyways, right?
Most of them, you can write, I went to Harvard, and they don't even ask you for your diploma. You know what I mean? Most employers.
Yeah.
I went to Harvard. Like, oh, okay.
Cool. Sounds good.
Excellent. Come on.
Well done. Then there's medical discharge, which is it's not considered punitive, and in terms of veteran benefits, is typically seen in the same category as honorable.
Veteran discharge?
Medical discharge.
Oh, medical?
And then there's entry-level separation. Heard of that?
Oh, yeah, that one is, I think, if you don't finish boot camp, like something happened, right? Like you fucking
if you
crazy
leave-
shin splint or something.
If you leave within the first 180 days of service
Yeah. That's usually
for medical.
Yeah.
That's what our buddy could have had.
Yeah, but he
But
bounced.
just fucking escaped to go to the hospital.
Was his leg really that bad?
I don't know. He's a problem boy, so, you know. He does whatever the fuck he wants.
My brother broke his leg in the army,
Yeah.
and they said just kept him till it healed.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can do that, right?
you can do that.
Yeah, cool. He's in the army right now.
The American one?
Yeah, U.S. He's in the. He's trying out for Ranger.
Oh, sick.
Oh,
Just passed boot camp.
good for him.
Good luck.
Airborne, and then Rangers.
Good.
You did a Korean military first?
No, he was born here in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So he went straight to the U.S. Army because he didn't know what the fuck to do with his
This
life.
is your younger brother.
Younger brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he didn't know what the fuck to do with his life.
How did he break his leg?
He said it's one of the. He had to climb or something one point, and obstacle course. He came down too hard.
It happens.
Yeah,
So
he
you
thought he was
jump, you jump from too high, and then you go.
I was recycled during airborne school.
Oh, you broke some shit too?
No, I sprained my fucking ankle really bad. Because the thing during airborne jump, like, they teach you knees and feet together for purposes of landing and, absorbing. But it was a night jump, so one of my feet was a little separated from my other one, and I landed all my weight on that. Oh yeah.
Wow.
I was out for like 2 weeks, and I got recycled to the next class, and I just finished it.
Yeah.
Oh, so you know why you probably haven't heard of most of these? Because if you get any of those other types of discharge, you can go to a review board and get it changed.
Oh, it's like a D when you're in community college. You just take the class again, and then they're like, you gotta be.
Can I do a C? Can I do an extra credit project? Yeah, it is. So most of the time, it says that people will go in and get it reviewed and try to like upgrade the charge or the discharge. Upgrade the discharge.
Yeah, see, that makes sense.
You know in Black Hawk Down when the dude was like about to rappel down and then he fell and died? Is that common?
Man, training accidents like fatalities happen more often than you think. It's a dangerous game, man.
I mean, if you say training was harder for you than the real life, then that makes sense.
A lot of guys, especially special operations, die in training too.
Damn.
Because their shit's crazy.
What's the protocol or like what's the process for if that happens, right? Is there any like compensatory things for the family, or is it just hey he died at?
No, you get that $250K. I don't know how much is it now, but you get that awarded to but still $250K ain't shit. You're
compared to life.
If you're a head of the family, and like let's say your kids are like old too, like 250 is not much, but that's when you first sign up, it's like $250,000 life insurance that goes to your family.
Wow. I sometimes forget about death.